Okay, joining us now on this broadcast is Rohan Gupta, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We also have Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, political analyst. And we reached out, of course, to the DMK. The DMK has refused to be a part of this particular discussion. But I'd like to begin with you, Mohammad Ibrahim, what you make on the comments that have been made by the two DMK leaders here and essentially resurrecting that whole North versus South narrative. Do you agree with what they said, first of all?
Now, first of all, we don't have to see it in the North versus South perspective, which what Mr. Industrial Minister, Mr. Dr. TRB Rajaa have said. As a proud minister who sworn in from 2021, who took India's average of 6.4% GDP, the Tamil Nadu's average is almost 11.19% GDP. And now, getting into all kind of industrial performance, only the women empowerment, which is of 40% all across India, the Tamil Nadu's contribution is alone 40%. So addressing to a gathering, he is referring to the women empowerment in a large scale of industries, which are organized industries in Tamil Nadu, where the women participation is almost...
Which is perfectly fine, and it's laudable. The numbers you're telling me, it's laudable.
Let me finish.
But why a comparison?
Of course, it has to be compared when the Indian average of GDP is 6.4%, and when an industrial minister who is taking a state to 11.19%, doesn't he has any authority to get to the people of other states to make sure to follow his footsteps?
No, not other states, northern states, not other states, northern states. That's the comparison.
If the media has to infer in that way, then you please take it forward. The industrial minister, the commerce minister, if India is going to be on an aggressive state on industrial forefront, then our industry minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal, should call upon our Tamil Nadu industrial minister, stating that how you brought the women empowerment to such a large scale of 40%.
Let me just highlight here. Let me highlight here that there's no interpretation by the media. The exact word is in North India. Where's the room for interpretation here?
Of course. One, the single southern state is making its own GDP, which is of double time the average of India, and the entire nation, it is below 40% of women empowerment, where in our Tamil Nadu alone, it is 40% women empowerment across organized sectors. The women participation is 40%. So, automatically an industrial minister with his proud, with a proud showcasing of his effort, it is trivial. But only the media and the BJP is taking in another context and making sure it is a
context. Ibrahim, I don't, this constant media bashing, many think it's cool to do it, but for no reason, there's no point of, constantly lashing out at the media. I've given you the exact comment of what he said. Come on. Rohan Gupta, your opening comments.
Nothing wrong about it.
This is the hold on, let Rohan Gupta come in.
This is the reflection of mindset of Indi Gadbandhan leaders. This is not the first time. See, you can definitely talk about your achievements, your state. That doesn't mean that you have right to demean the women of North India. Why are you dividing the country? Obviously, when Rahul Gandhi said that it is a union of nations, so this is about the mindset, it is not about the mistake. And very fact they are not present in this debate, it clearly shows that they know that what they have done wrong. But this is not the mistake, according to me. This is the mindset of DMK and all other Indi Gadbandhan, where they have always demeaned something to do with North India. This is not the first time.
But answer what Ibrahim has said. He's saying, look, there's data to prove that Tamil Nadu is way ahead, and that's essentially the message that was sent across, that this was a minister proud of what Tamil Nadu has achieved, highlighting that by drawing a comparison.
Does that give them license to demean women of North India? You definitely draw comparison, you give the numbers. But why you have to say that this is what it is? No, that is not right. You cannot do that. In order to prove your superiority, you are dividing the country. You are creating a north-south divide. This is a very dangerous politics. Okay. You are calling India union of states. What are you trying to tell? India is one. There can be one state where particular achievement is there. There can be addressed that there is a different achievement. But you cannot divide. This shows your mindset.
Ibrahim, your response to what Rohan Gupta has said. Please don't resort to media bashing again, Ibrahim.
No, it is not media bashing. It is only against the BJP and the ruling Hindi heartland states, which has to take the lessons from Tamil Nadu.
Of North India.
Sir, I haven't interrupted. Please have some civility. Let me complete. Okay, he has to, the entire BJP ruling states have to take the lessons from the industrial minister of Tamil Nadu, how he brought from 6.4 the Indian GDP to 11.19% a single state, and how he made sure to bring down the entire women empowerment into its workforce. Almost 40% of overall Indian women organized sector, women empowerment workforce is only from Tamil Nadu. So you have to make sure all the ruling. No,
I
all
like
the ruling
Ibrahim,
states.
how you say BJP ruled states in the north. So there's a clear demarcation in the North Indian states also, based on who's
No,
ruling
whether,
it, right? For lessons to
no,
learn.
no. It is
But
for
point
entire
taken.
India to learn it. Entire
Okay,
India to learn
for the
from our
entire country.
industrial
Ibrahim,
minister.
okay, so there's
Yeah.
on one hand what Mr. Raja has said, and then on the other what TK Selangovan has said, where he says that because of religious issues, there are women in North India who are always housewives. Again, is that something you agree with?
No, that if you want to get into that angle, you give me a data where does the women empowerment across, excluding all the south states or excluding Tamil Nadu, you give me a data where the women liberation happens across length and breadth.
I can
No,
give you
you
a
can't.
list.
You
I
can't.
can,
If
Let
that
me
is the
finish my
data, it is a
sentence,
fake
Ibrahim.
data.
You're asking me a question.
No,
I
it is a
can give
fake
you
data
a list.
then.
I can give you a list of women achievers from North Indian states and who
No,
achieved on their own. Let me finish, please.
you
Who
are
achieved on
taking,
their
you are
own.
taking
At
it
no point did
entirely
we
a
say
different
that their
perspective.
identity was based on the man in their life. Okay, these were women achievers who carved their own identity. Their identity wasn't linked to the man in their life, first. And secondly, I can also give you a list of women achievers who, irrespective of religion, went out and did what they had to.
Madam, you are taking it in an entirely different perspective. An industrial minister who is speaking on his own industrial aspect, how when women empowerment brought his state into another level with a GDP of 6.4 Indian average, or his state is 11.19%, assuming his office on 2021, within 3 years he made a footstep on his own industrial aspect. This is what he referring to. If the media and the BJP is going to take it in a different way,
No,
and
Ibrahim, again. You know, this whole
because you are
constantly
trying
saying
to,
media this and that. I'm asking you questions.
You are
I'm
trying to
asking you
insinuate
questions.
on your own way. You are
Insinuate
trying
what,
to
Ibrahim?
insinuate
I'm
and
asking you a
deflect.
question. Are you suggesting that asking you a question is insinuating something? Getting you to speak and giving you a response is insinuating something?
You asked the right
If I'm
question by
asking the right
inferring.
question, if I'm asking the right question, there's no insinuation. Rohan Gupta.
Inferring what Mr.
See,
TRB
this is the
Rajaa
problem.
said.
Rohan Gupta, go ahead.
Right now, we do not have any DMK representative in this debate. And the way he is lamely, he's targeted, trying to protect DMK, it is really, really shameful. See, it is about the mindset. Again, I'm repeating my point. It's not only about women. They have questioned DNA of Bihar. They have told that the Bihar people are the toilet cleaners. And the same people, the same DMK people are made star pracharaks in Bihar. Would you feel that people of Bihar or North India, they will tolerate this? No. You have to change your mindset. And I'm asking question to Congress party, why they are silent today? Why RJD is silent today? You have to ensure that this kind of statement made by even by your own party or your allies, you have to question them. Otherwise, people of Bihar they are not going to leave you. The basic point here is whenever anybody makes statement, they have to be responsible. You cannot divide country into north and south. You definitely have right to tell something about your achievement or something you have done better, but that doesn't give you license to disrespect women of north. That is completely dangerous for a country like India, where different states have different ideology, different mindset, and different governments. So you should refrain from that, and whenever you make such mistakes, rather than trying to protect that, come out openly and tell that person to apologize.
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it to our viewers to decide whether it's a fair comparison, as Mohammed Ibrahim says, or whether it's an attempt to divide, as Rohan Gupta says. But thank you very much, gentlemen, for your time and for joining us here on India Today.